Isn't it beautiful, Sarah? Come on, I can't wait to see it inside.
Ruth, it's beautiful. It's fantastic. When was it built?
Oh, late 1700, early 1800, I think. Ooh. Oh, there's a terrible draft over here. This house isn't as well built as it looks. Oh. Oh, what a shame. Probably the work of the appraiser. Cousin Hattie must have spun in her grave.
Oh, with beautiful floors. Heat works, we won't freeze.
Oh, Sarah, come and look at this beautiful table.
Oh, Ruth, the kitchen. Oh, Ruth, it's... I'm gonna go upstairs.
Oh, Sarah, here. Take these with you.
Ruth, I found my room. I recognized it like I've been in it before. Come look. Come look.
I started to knock, but the door just swung open. I'm Pat McDougal, your nearest neighbor. I saw your car parked outside and stopped to bid you an neighborly welcome.
Oh, well, please, come in. I'm Ruth Bennett. We just arrived.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
I teach anthropology at the university.
Oh, well, then you'll want to meet my niece, Sarah. She's enrolled for the next semester.
We'll be glad to have her.
Ruth?
Oh, this is my niece, Sarah Dunning. Sarah, this is Professor McDougal, our neighbor.
Hello. I love this place.
Yes, it is lovely. I assume you inherited it. These old places are seldom put up for sale.
Well, it really was quite a surprise. Hattie Campbell was my cousin, but I didn't know her very well. I visited her here once when I was a young girl, and I guess she just took a shine to me.
I've always had a strange sort of affinity for this place.
You knew Hattie?
Only than I do. I often tried to invite myself in, but she was adept at discouraging visitors. Still, I knew it would look like this. I must have dreamed about it.
You both must come and see the kitchen.
Would you like to see the kitchen?
Yes.
We belong here. I just know we do.
Oh, how lovely. And electricity. With all this antiquity, I didn't expect it.
Look at that pewter collection.
Ah. Oh, it is handsome.
Plenty of cupboard space. They sure are empty.
Then it's lucky you're having dinner in my place tonight.
Oh. Are we?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, I insist. It's too late for you to drive back for supplies. Besides, some of the more interesting local people will be there tonight. I think it'd be a good idea for you to know them.
Well, that's very kind of you.
You know, we have very cool autumns here. See? There's quite a draft. I'll check these doors and windows for you, otherwise you'll never get the house warm.
Oh, no, you...
I'll see you at 7. And I think I know a young man for you to save you from boredom.
You weren't kidding about Sarah, the young man, and the boredom, were you? I think they've forgotten we're here.
Stan? Stan's all right. He's a thorn on my academic side. But your bright students always are. You say good morning to him, and he gives you an argument.
But you like him, don't you?
Oh, yeah. From a safe distance across that gap. Looks like he decided to take charge of Sarah.
And he may just succeed. I think this is what Sarah has been looking for. Why she left home and came here with me.
Which leaves us with an inescapable paradox, right? Right?
Oh, I'm sorry. They look so right together, don't they? Ruth and Pat. He seems much nicer.
Nicer?
Here in his own house. Maybe I am hypercritical. Ruth's had enough trouble with the wrong man. She needs the right one for a change.
And why did you leave home?
Oh, I didn't. I'm on leave from the Department of Agriculture, Washington, D.C., Executive Secretary. I'll stay a while and then decide whether to go back or look for work here.
No encumbrances, then?
Not now.
I think I know who that is. Come on, give me moral support.
I knew you wouldn't mind. Tom, and how are you? Hello, Henry.
Hello there, dear.
Rachel, dear, how are things at the auxiliary?
Oh, dearie, it's so good to see you. Things are fine. Why don't you come around sometime?
Maybe I will. You're Ruth Bennett, the Campbell house. When Pat told me you've been invited tonight, I just couldn't resist coming to meet you. Oh, Pat, this is an improvement.
Yes, I understand Cousin Hattie wasn't too friendly.
I don't mean your cousin, dear.
Oh?
But you are going to be friendly, aren't you? Oh, I do hope so.
Ruth, this is my Aunt Delia, who thinks she needs no introduction, and her friend Sylvia Wall.
Forgive me for crashing the party, but you know I've been longing to see the Campbell house. Would you tell me all about it? Am I really going to see it inside? Your cousin was most
Why did you
firm
bring
about
her along?
letting people out.
She insisted. What could I do? Oh, Sylvia does the most wonderful seances. And she's writing a book about our local haunts.
Do you know I've never been to a seance?
Here's your opportunity.
It would be fun, Ruth.
Maybe Ruth doesn't want to have a seance.
Oh, yes, I do. It's just that, well, the house has been closed for such a long time, and well, all right. But would you give me a week or so, you know, to sort of clean up?
Of course we will. And we'll all come, won't we? All 6 of us.
I'm not sure I can make it.
Why, Pat, I think you're afraid.
No. But in my line of work, you do pick up knowledge of these things. Witchcraft, black magic, spiritism, and the mischief they can work on a susceptible mind. It's hardly parlor entertainment.
Now, who said anything about entertainment? We're very serious. We'll be there, dear. He will, too.
This house is like an iceberg, almost finished.
Just finished. Our faithful chaperones.
Oh?
Ruth, where do you see what we found in this old junk shop? Hi, Pat. Let's put it over here on the mantelpiece.
Well,
Isn't it perfect for this house?
handsome-looking fellow, isn't he? I think Sarah fell in love with him.
Oh.
Pat?
Isn't he beautiful?
Well?
Pat. What's the matter?
I don't know. A little dizzy. It's nothing.
Well, go wash up. I'll get you a drink.
It's a housewarming present. From us.
Thank you, both of you. It's perfect. Now, let's get ready for dinner. Did you drop it?
No. I was out in the kitchen. I came down for some milk. I heard a sound, I ran in here, and there it was.
But
I
how
don't
could
know.
you?
Oh, Ruth, it's ruined.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can have it repaired. I'll take it into town tomorrow and see.
Ruth, it was so weird.
Speaking of weird things, did you hear someone out in the garden calling for someone, or a pet maybe, called Andy?
Just now? Who'd be way out here looking for a pet in the middle of the night?
I guess I just dreamed it. Maybe we shouldn't have a seance in this house after all. Come in. You're way early.
We thought we could help out.
Well, now that you're here, I did forget to fix the fire. Stan, would you mind the wood a second?
Pleasure.
Now, the kitchen?
Oh, what a lovely surprise.
You have an opener?
Uh-huh. Does Madame Sylvia approve of spirits before a seance?
I do, as a necessity. Could I have 2 glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Sample?
Tastes good.
You look good.
Oh, I tried. Hard.
You smell good.
I need some matches for the fireplace.
I'll get them for you.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just dropped a glass. Please light the fire.
Ruth, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
That's all right, Pat. Don't worry about it.
Sylvia, why didn't we invite the ghost to dinner?
Well, now, don't be flip, Pat.
There should always be a skeptic. Now, let's all sit down together. Will you turn the light out, Mr. Whitman? And then come back and complete the circle.
Is there something against spirits working in the light?
Pat, spirits take strength from the dark. Perhaps that's the natural law of their world. We need air to breathe, don't we? Now, let's join hands. And be silent. I shall try to summon my guide. Are you there? can't come to us. Something's blocking her way. Do you feel the chill in the room? Yes.
It's ruined.
He's dead. He's dead.
Sarah?
No, not
Sarah?
Please, help me. Help me.
Oh, Sarah, darling. You're dreaming. Wake up.
No!
And this morning, it was as if nothing had taken place. She didn't show a sign of remembering anything at all. The painting, the seance, her attack on me, nothing.
She's never done anything like this before.
Oh, no. At least not before the seance. Now, it started then. Something happened then. And that wasn't Sarah up in the hallway last night.
Now, wait. You're describing a classic incident of schizophrenia. Yes, a seance may have had something to do with it, but only as a psychological trigger for a condition that already existed.
Oh, yes, but there are other things.
Such as?
Well, the wind, the sound, these bruises. Pat, how do I explain being attacked by my young niece who fought like a madman?
Ruth, I don't know. But if she is schizophrenic, that could explain her strange behavior and her attack on you.
Well, I can't believe that. No, she's always been so well adjusted. So have I. We've had a very special affection for each other since the day she was born.
Well, don't let that affection blind you to what's really happening. Maybe Sarah needs professional help right away. Let her stay to dinner. I'd like to talk to her.
Well, yes, of course, if you think it would... Oh, that must be Sarah. It's dark early.
Oh, is it cold out there? Stan, Pat. It's so nice to be here, where it's warm. I don't know what I like best about sherry, the color or the taste.
Maybe both.
Yes.
Wow, you did it again, Ruth. Another delicious dinner.
Thank you, Pat. You're always so compliment...
Me. Please. Help.
Sarah.
Me. Not Sarah. Sarah.
It's happening again.
Help.
Who are you? What's your name?
Help me, please. Help.
What do you want us to do? Put her on the couch.
No, I'm all right. I'm just so tired.
Ruth, believe me, we've got to get her to someone right away. Last night she attacked you. Tonight? I know one of the head men at St. Elizabeth's. I could call him right now.
St. Elizabeth?
It's a psychiatric clinic.
Which is exactly what she does not need right now. Look, I didn't want to tell you this before, but I actually saw another face over Sarah's during the seance. You saw it too, didn't you?
Well, did you?
I thought I saw something.
Sarah doesn't have the history of a schizo. This started at the seance. I think she's possessed.
Possessed? The only thing she's possessed by is a second personality that's trying to take over.
And where did that personality suddenly come from?
Our own mind, where it's always been. Dormant until now.
Man, it's got another voice, another face. You put her in the clinic right now and you're going to do her permanent psychic damage.
Do you want me to call St. Elizabeth's?
Hey, you look like guilty conspirators.
It gave us quite a shock. Are you all right?
Okay, Ruth. We'll put it off for a couple of days.
Here, I guess you can use this.
No, thank you. I never touch spirituous beverages. You all look so strange. I don't know why I said it. It was only a silly joke.
It's no joke. It's all tied up in this house. Something violent happened here. Something tragic. Otherwise, why would this spirit be earthbound?
So many people lived here and died.
But mostly Campbells. And it must have been a young girl like Sarah. She isn't going to leave Sarah until she gets what she wants. Now, what we've got to do is find out who she was and what happened to her.
We say these things so matter-of-factly. Is all this really happening?
There may be more happening than you're aware of. The other night before the seance, when he kissed you, well, you and Pat weren't alone in this room. There was something. It passed over Pat. I saw it in his face. He's a good guy. He wouldn't have treated you that way, you know?
I know. All right, where do we start? The attic is crammed full of diaries, papers, but I wouldn't know where to begin.
Why don't we check out the Hall of Records? Birth, death certificates, we might find something.
I guess we should have started in the house. As I said, that attic is jammed to the rafters with junk, and Oh, by the way, what time are we supposed to meet Sarah and Pat?
They should be in the square by now. Hi.
Any luck?
No. All records prior to 1795 were destroyed by a fire.
Where's Sarah? Didn't she get a ride with you?
One of her classmates said she'd drop her off.
Well, then she must be at the house. It will be dark soon, and I said I'd be home early.
I'll get the car.
Now, look, you two, don't worry.
I don't want her in that house alone after dark. I don't care how silly you think it is.
I'll drive you there, no matter how silly I think it is.
Please, hurry.
All right, but we can't make it before nightfall. It's almost an hour's drive.
Any lights on in the house at all.
Maybe she stopped off somewhere.
Shh. Listen.
Did you hear that?
Try the side door.
I can't turn it.
Let me try.
Pat, hurry!
Are you all right?
How did this get on the floor?
What happened?
Don't know. It came through the air.
It's all right, Sarah. It's all right. But we're getting out of this house. I'll get rid of it. I'll sell it. I don't...
No! I can't leave. I won't. It'll never be over if I go.
But, Sarah, after all that has happened...
No, you go if you want to. I can't leave. I can't explain it, but I know I mustn't.
Ruth, don't worry. I'll stay here tonight.
I'll stay too.
Thank you.
Phenomenon.
Will you just listen? When people are under strain, like all of us have been, there must be logical explanations for what may appear to be your mystical phenomena.
Be honest, can't you? You heard that voice out there. You heard it. Admit it.
I thought I heard it, but the wind was blowing and we were all excited.
Oh, boy, you have a wide open mind with the proof right there.
Will you two be quiet? You'll wake Sarah.
Ruth, I'm sorry. I'll be in Sarah's room if you need me.
Thank you, Pat.
Ruth, would you mind if I get a start in the attic?
All right. Good night.
What happened? What was that?
You won't believe it. Did either of you close the cellar door?
No.
Damn, this thing just happened. I left this book on the table. Was on my way to bed. When suddenly I couldn't move. I could not move. The cellar door opened. Suddenly the house was filled with wind. There was a loud crash. When I turned around, this book was in the fire, burning.
Oh, come on, Stan.
I tell you, something is trying to stop us. Every time we get close, something happens. Some strange manifestation takes place. Look at this book. It's a diary of the year 1780.
Who wrote it?
I couldn't tell. It was too faded, but the address is a local one.
Look, I don't care what's in there or any place else. We are leaving this house right now.
Dan, take Sarah upstairs to my room. You and I will sleep in the den.
Okay.
I hope you'll find it comfortable here.
Oh, we will. We will.
I like the sound of that.
Pat, after class tomorrow, would you go back to the house with me? I'd like to really go through that attic.
Ruth, I don't think you and Sarah should go back to that house.
Oh, please, Pat, please.
All right.
Stan, I'm scared.
Why?
Do you think I'm crazy?
Of course not. Has nothing to do with you. Look, it's all tied up with that house.
I'm glad you stayed.
Sarah.
No. I know you like me. And but everything's happening so strange. Do you understand?
Of course. Just remember something. Whatever happens, I'll always be right here.
I'm glad.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, my goodness. Where do we start?
All attics are all alike. Fascinating junk shops.
Well, there must be something around here to give us a clue. That isn't it. Find anything?
Nothing. Oh, Ruth, come here. No writing desk.
Oh.
But it's locked.
Oh, try and open it, because these things are usually jammed with papers and diaries and all sorts of things. Oh, good. Now, try here. Nothing.
Sometimes they have secret compartments. They usually have a catch. If I can find it, it'll be easy. Yeah, here.
Oh. Oh. And here, there's something. Looks like an old scroll. This could be the key we're looking for. It says that the house has been remodeled several times. Oh, here's something that Hattie has underlined. At which point in late 1780, she seems to have simply vanished.
Who did?
Well, wait, let me go back. Wait, now, the writing is faded. Martha Campbell, age 23, wife of General Douglas Campbell, died in childbirth. The child or daughter lived and cared for her father and all his needs until she was 20, at which point, in late 1780, she seems to have simply vanished. And that's when old Campbell became a recluse. Oh, yes, down here, Hattie states that old Campbell came to be known as crazy because he would stand in the garden alone at night, calling for his daughter's return.
Wait a minute. What was that voice calling?
What was the daughter's name?
Well, it isn't listed. Hattie seems to have left it out, wouldn't you know?
We can look it up in the Bible.
Oh, Stan, be careful of those pages.
I will. I'll be very careful. Here it is. Yes, here's the general. His wife, Martha. There's another name underneath that's been inked out.
Well, that's why Hattie left it out. It's marked out.
Stricken out. Her father must have disinherited her. I wonder what she did.
Well, I don't suppose we'll ever know without her name.
Pat, do you have a knife or something?
Yeah.
Amanda, Mandy, Andy, Amy, come home. Something happened. She vanished, and the old man wanted her back. He still does.
Of course. Now what we've got to do is find out what happened.
Amy, help. Amy, please help. Please help, Amy.
How?
Help.
How can we help you?
To return to your father?
No! Hate. 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 Hate.
Sarah,
hate.
stop.
This thing, this Amy, she seems to be able to reach her anywhere, and I thought she'd be safe here.
I'm afraid you're right.
Well, it's going to be stopped. It's got to be.
How?
Exorcism. We've got to get rid of her. I'm going to ask Sylvia Wall for another seance.
Let us sit as we were before. Let's join hands. This time, as we should have done before, we ask protection from the other side. We call upon you. All loving spirits, come here and be with us tonight. We call upon you, all loving spirits, be with us here tonight. No. No, help me. Help me. We call upon you, all loving
spirits to be with us here. Leave me. It touched me. Something evil, overpowering. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here. I can't be of any use to you. Please, take my word for it. This is a terrible place. Get out. I beg of you. Get out of this house.
Will you be all right when you drive?
Yes, thank you.
Let me see you to your car.
Thank you.
I'm sure that cellar door was closed securely. No wind could have blown it open.
Well, something did.
What is it? What are you talking about?
The cellar.
Well, I'll come over in the morning and have a look down there.
No, Pat, not you. Please don't.
Why?
I don't know. I can't explain it, but please don't.
She's right, Pat. But I can come back. Tomorrow afternoon. You want to come along?
All right.
Well, let's go. This cellar seems to be pretty new.
Well, the house was remodeled several times.
When you came down here before, did you see anything strange?
No, but of course I wasn't looking for anything strange. That is, nothing specific.
Wait a minute. These stone walls must be the foundation for the original house. So why timber back here? foundations, the stone foundations, have to go on all the way under the living room. It looks as if the rest of the cellar has been sealed off. I wonder why. Ruth, would you clear off those shelves for me?
All right.
Hold this for me, would you?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try and break through this wall.
With that?
I can, but try.
We can't wait to show Ruth what we found.
They should be home by now.
You think they discovered anything in the cellar?
Well, I doubt it. Nothing as important as what we came up with.
Ruth, come and take a look.
Grab that flashlight.
Look at that. There's an old doorway. Oh. I'm not having much luck with this wood. It's almost petrified.
Well, Stan, why don't you quit? It's getting so late.
Yeah, besides, I need better equipment than this.
Come on, let's go. Here.
Hello, groundhogs. Any discoveries?
Pat, what are you doing
Where's
here?
Sarah?
She's out in the car. We stopped by my place first, but when you weren't there, we decided this wouldn't keep.
What wouldn't keep?
Sarah and I spent the afternoon going through stacks of old newspapers. Maybe our friend Amy was guiding us. It could have taken weeks to find this. It's from a public notice placed by General Douglas Campbell, November 3, 1780. It's addressed to his beloved daughter, Amanda, and it implored her to return to her home and the love of her grieving father. She'll elope with one Anthony Doyle, captain of the Army of Independence, who has long worked to seduce her not only from her loving duty to her father, but from her faith.
Seduce her from her father?
Mm-hmm. And from her faith. It must have been the end of the world for the old man.
Come on, let's get back to Sarah.
You find anything?
Yeah, an old doorway that's boarded over. We're gonna find some tools. We've got to get her out of here.
I'll get her out of that door.
Ruth, get her out through the kitchen. Pat? Pat? It's me, Stan. Pat? Pat, you're hurting me. Pat, listen to me. You've been taken over. But just listen to me.
Stan, we're all locked in.
Keep her away from him!
Pat, darling.
You've been possessed by the general all along, Pat. I first saw it when you and Ruth were in the kitchen. What we have to do now is find out what happened in that house. What really happened.
Perhaps we saw what happened tonight.
It looked as if the general, not you, Pat, but the general tried to kill someone.
Pat, hypnotize me. Make Amy come. I have a feeling. I know that it's right. I'm not afraid, not of her. I feel a sadness, a sympathy for her.
No.
I want to help.
No, Pat, please don't. This sympathy, it could be a surrender to a final possession.
What we want is down in that cellar behind that wall.
Oh, I can't bear the thought of any of us going back into that house.
Ruth, we've got to. Look, maybe if we go back first thing in the morning. Sarah? Anthony found out. Found out what?
Father. Traitor. Plotted with British.
Anthony found that out and told the general he knew.
Yes. The night we were to leave.
The night you eloped?
Told him. Terrible. No. Not dead. Not dead.
I'm going back first thing in the morning.
You can't do it alone. I'll go with you.
You can't go back.
Ruth, I must. Besides, it'll be broad daylight.
I'm going. I want to go. I must. If the answer is there in the cellar, whatever has to be settled, it must be settled between the general and Amy. I know it. I feel it. If you want this to end, I must be there so Amy can speak.
Ruth, look, just keep this handy. It's mace. The general tries to take over Pat again. Spray it in his eyes. It won't hurt him, but it will stop him.
How's it going?
Oh, so. Thank you.
We broke him through. Let's go.
Come on, give me a hand.
Hold this, Ruth.
What's that in the corner?
It's just the root of a tree.
Please, take it away.
Doyle's watch. The general must have killed him that night, murdered him with that poker, and buried him here. Pat? Ruth, quick, get the mace. Sarah, go for the door.
Pat?
What happened?
It's all right, Pat. It's all right.
I feel at peace now.
Amy eloped with Anthony Doyle. The notice in the newspaper said. But that was a lie. How can you elope with a dead man?
Amy's comb. From the grave. She must have tried to defend Doyle, and the old man killed them both.
And all because he couldn't bear the thought of her loving someone else.
And for 200 years, Amy's been waiting for Sarah just till somebody could find out the truth.
Well, we've done what Amy wanted. Let's leave them in peace.
Forgive me, Amy. Forgive